Camera boy.
Thank you for joining the show. Thank you for joining our prediction show for WrestleMania weekend. You are now listening to the Wrestling Fans Podcast, brought to you live from the TWF studios in a recently repealed HB2 city. Just what it is. I am, of course, your host, BangEm South, Jason Fastkade, and I am joined by my illustrious co-host, the best in the world today, the man, Trent Williams. The only guy that I know that still has hope of Eva Marie showing up at Mania this weekend and winning the SmackDown Women's Championship. Nothing? I got nothing there?
No, because I don't think she is going to be there.
All right. Trent, we've got a lot to get to, man. We've waited and debated about this day for a long time, my friend. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
No, Trent. I'm going to be honest, man. I've never seen a roller coaster at a pay-per-view before. That's something just to get hyped about.
That's pretty cool. That might go down as the best stage ever.
Exactly. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's get into it, man. Let's stop stalling and get right into the show. Now, Trent, this, of course, is our prediction show. So let's start the show off talking about the NXT Takeover Mania.
All right. So, I'm going to admit the last 2 or 3 weeks, I haven't actually watched NXT. I've basically just read the highlights. To me, they feel like they're on a bit of a down period right now. So, and this card is, it's okay, but it don't feel like it's as strong as last year's WrestleMania card.
Nah, not at all, man. Last year you had Nakamura debuting, right?
Right.
This year you get part 2 of Nakamura and Rude. You do get an interesting match with Asuka going up, or the undefeated Asuka going up against an undefeated Ember Moon. But everything else after that, should be pretty good matches, but they don't really have a lot of hype around them,
Right. And then they signed, Chris Hero and don't even put him in a match on one of the biggest cards of the year.
We're not going to talk about Flabby Ono. We're not going to do that. No, dude, I watched NXT today. He comes out with the jersey untucked, which I was a fan for it, dude. I was like, cool. We know you're fat. You know you're fat. Keep the jersey on. Have it untucked. But then he tucks it in. And I'm like, what? Whatever.
All right, so I guess we can start with the opening match. It's an eight-person tag match. It's Ty Dillinger, Roderick Strong, No Way Jose, and the newly debuted Ruby Riott versus Sanity. I think the baby faces win here to get, to start the show off. This match will probably, start off the show, give the baby faces a win. I wonder if it's an intergender, like if the guys can fight the women or the women fight the guys. Probably not.
It's funny that you say that because this Ruby Riott, Heidi Lovelace chick, the first time I saw her, she was in a intergender match or a pretty much girls versus dudes match. So I wouldn't be shocked if they do something slightly similar, just maybe with the girls attacking the guys. But yeah, this should be an interesting match, man. We're almost getting to the point where you have a lot of superstars on NXT, but they're not big enough to have a one-on-one match.
Right.
And you want to get them on the show. So, 8-man tag, great way to do it. And we should see a lot of spots from this match.
Yeah. Personally, I would like to see Ruby Riott get the pin on Alexander Wolf to win this.
Oh, and wow.
Also keep my little Tasmanian Devil, pretty, strong in this match too.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna do anything out of the ordinary. They're gonna keep your Tasmanian Devil hot. Eric Young's not going to get pinned. Damo's still gonna look like a beast. We're gonna dance when Jose comes out. Roderick Strong will still be boring as ever. Ty Dillinger will get the greatest pop, and like you said, Alexander Wolf will probably be the one that's pinned. So it'll be a good match. It'll have a lot of excitement. With 8 people in it, we still haven't really seen what Ruby Riott can do. Let's let's just see, man. It's gonna start the show, so it's a good kickoff match.
Yep. So I'm predicting the baby faces win. Would you agree?
I agree.
All right. Next match: Andrade Cien Almas versus the debuting Aleister Black, formerly known as Tommy End.
I got Tommy End winning in his debut match, obviously,
Yep.
but interesting to see what could happen in this match.
Yeah, I heard a good analogy the other day on one of the shows I was listening to. Basically, when a heel debuts, they go against Ty Dillinger. But when a babyface debuts, they have to go against Andrade.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, that's almost true. I mean, you had Jushin Thunder Liger going up against Tyler Breeze, and maybe he could have fit that role too. Of people just coming in and destroying him. But there's a spot on that roster for a guy who wants it.
Yep. But yeah, Aleister Black gets the win here.
I can't disagree, man. Next.
All right, next match. We have the Authors of Pain versus DIY versus the Revival for the NXT tag titles in a 3-way elimination match.
Do you think it's too soon for the Authors of Pain to lose the titles?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, because here's the thing. Give me another tag team other than Heavy Machinery and other than Sanity, because that's not really a tag team, that are in the NXT tag team division.
There isn't one.
Okay. I mean, the only thing I could really surmise is you do have the Ely brothers. They're tall. They can kind of match up as far as height and stature with AOP, but you really only have these 3 tag teams. So I don't think they really, kind of devalue their division by having AOP lose again.
Yeah.
So I got AOP, man.
Yeah. How do you see this coming down since it's elimination? Which team do you see being eliminated?
Oh man. Honestly, I think it'll be that the first elimination will take forever. I think that first one's gonna take forever. But I think it's gonna be DIY. And then you're gonna get the Revival against AOP, and people are gonna root for the Revival.
Right.
But AOP still wins. Right.
And do you see a lot of people's talking about the Revival might be moving up to the main roster on either SmackDown or Raw this week?
Man, I don't know. Like that's cool, and that's what you want to happen, right? I mean, for these guys who busted their butts in NXT and pretty much have done all that you can in the tag team division to move up. Where do they move up to? Why do they move up the day after WrestleMania, week after WrestleMania? But eventually they'll be on the main roster, and their position or their placement is very key. I wouldn't just move them up the week after WrestleMania. I would, probably save it till the summertime, but we'll see.
Yeah, and another thing, like we was talking about, I think NXT needs them right now because they don't have many tag teams as it is.
Right. I mean, you already said it. You started the show saying, hey, NXT seems to be in a downward spiral right now. They're losing a lot of guys, a lot of talent, and some of the talent that they still have just isn't that dynamic to, keep your interest, to keep you tuning in and not reading the spoilers. So having them on there adds some dynamic to it. But if they go up to the tag team roster, it just, it changes up the feuds a little bit, man.
Yeah. I'm going to go with Authors of Pain on this one.
All right.
Next match, Asuka versus Ember Moon for the NXT Women's Championship. I could see this one going either way. If Asuka wins here, she'll have the title for a whole year, right? Wasn't it this show that she beat Bayley last year?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I could kind of see them doing that. And then on the other hand, I could see this finally being Ember Moon's time and Asuka finally goes up to the main roster. Because I think they do have enough women down there that's finally starting to, they got Nikki, they got Heidi Lovelace, Ruby Riott, and they got Royce and Billie Kay. So I think they got enough girls down there where if Asuka left, they would still be okay in that division.
Let's do this. If Ember Moon hits the stunner off the top, it's over, right?
Right.
Okay. That's number one. If she doesn't even get to do that, then she'll lose. And I know there was talk about having this women's tournament. I don't know if it's still on, but what if she wins the women's tournament and then faces Asuka again? That's the only thing that I can think of, just to kind of build her up, because for a while she was a one-hit wonder, one-trick pony. Right. If she hits the stunner, that's it. That's game-changing. Maybe you continue that storyline about, Billy and Peyton Royce trying to get it, suspended or banned or whatever. And she goes to the women's tournament, wins that, and, finally Asuka recognizes her as being a, suitable challenge, and she wins it at Brooklyn or something like that. Like that's the only thing I can think of. I just don't think she needs to beat Asuka right now.
The only problem I see with that is that women's tournament. I don't see them using any of the NXT girls. I see it being all new girls.
Okay. I'm just saying. I don't think you're gonna get backlash if Ember wins. But what has Ember done so far, other than that one move?
Yeah.
So build it up a little bit more. Have her just be an undoubted challenger for the title, and then have her beat Asuka. Right now, she's cool. She's not red hot, but everybody loves that stunner.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I'll go with Asuka.
All right.
In our main event. Oh, you going with Asuka too, right?
Yeah, I'm going with Asuka.
All right. In our main event, we have the glorious Bobby Roode taking on the King of Strong Style, Shinsuke Nakamura, for the NXT Championship. I'm going with Bobby Roode retains.
Okay, so what does that do for Shinsuke? Yeah, he would have served the entire year in NXT. Even if you're saying 3 months down the line after Mania, what does that do for Shinsuke?
Well, I mean, I know this is the third match I've asked this, but could he go up?
Listen, the landscape of WWE might change drastically, and it won't change the week after Mania, the Raw after Mania, all that stuff, but it's going to change soon. Once again, let's go through the heavyweight title contenders. Obviously, for some reason, Flavio Ono is in the heavyweight conversation. Right. Maybe Tommy End is now with his debut. Ty Dillinger may be involved, and you got Bobby Roode. Who else?
I heard maybe Roderick Strong.
Okay. Like, I'm all for it. I think it would be interesting. Just don't see it being exciting.
Right.
So I'm going with Shinsuke to get it again. That's just me.
All right. And I'm going to go with Roode retains.
Okay. I think Shinsuke will win, and he'll lose it probably at Brooklyn or something like that. But he's only been in NXT for a year. I think he can stay there a little bit longer.
All right. So that's the NXT TakeOver Orlando card.
Now, let me ask you this, as I always do. NXT is on Saturday, right?
Yeah.
Where are they going to do the show? They're not doing it in the Citrus Bowl, are they?
No. Okay. I'm not sure, actually. I think it's the same place the Hall of Fame's going to be.
Okay. So, but they're inside.
Right.
Okay. All right, cool. That's cool. We'll see, though, man. I mean, you get your usual 5 matches for a TakeOver card. Hopefully, it'll be exciting.
Yep.
Hopefully, they'll bring back the entrances.
Yeah.
Like, that was the one thing I was critical on last time. It's like, at this point, you're getting 5 matches. You're getting your title matches. You know what to expect from the kickoff match. Like, you know all this. The formula's set.
Yeah.
So what are you going to do differently this time? Let's bring back the entrances, man.
So, yeah, I mean, the formula's set. All the NXT takeovers, they have the same kind of formula.
Definitely, man. They got to do something to spice it up a little bit. I mean, last time with Seth being there was cool. When Triple H used to kick it off, like, that was cool. Just do something different, man.
Yep.
Maybe a free agent is in the crowd or, something, man.
Yep. All right. I guess we can go run through this Hall of Fame real quick.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right. We have Kurt Angle being inducted by John Cena. Rock and Roll Express inducted by Jim Cornette. Teddy Long inducted by the APA. DDP inducted by Eric Bischoff. Beth Phoenix inducted by Natalia. Rick Rude inducted by Ricky Steamboat. Eric LeGrand getting the Warrior Award inducted by Dana Warrior. And the people getting the Legacy Award are Farmer Burns, Dr. Jerry Graham, Haystacks Calhoun, Luther Lindsay, Ricky Dozan, June Byers, Judy Grable, and Toots Mont.
Haystacks finally gets mentioned in Dozan. That's cool. Who do you think will have the best speech? Or the most memorable speech? Wasn't it last year someone forgot the name of the New Day or something or they call him like the New Gay or something like that?
Yeah, who was that? It was Von Erich, wasn't it?
I don't know. You had Vader talking about his eye and just a bunch of crazy stories. You had the Freebirds that one year go off on tangents and
right. Yeah, I think all that was last year, right?
Yeah, it felt like 2 years ago, but yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think the craziest one that might get crazy is maybe like the Cornet and the Rock and Roll Express.
Yeah, I think
They
they'll
might have
have
some really good stories.
I think they'll have the most time given to him. I think Kurt Angle's will be a redemption type story. You know,
Yeah.
he might go into his drug problems, but
Right.
I'm pretty sure the Eric LeGrand one is just, you know, a soapbox for him to get his platform out there and to thank
Yeah.
people. But the APA might have a little bit of fun, but
Yeah, that'd
um
be kind of fun. Yeah.
yeah, I'm just, you know, just looking for a good show. I probably won't watch it live. I'll probably
Yeah.
wait for you to say like, "Hey, check out this speech or that speech," because you know, up until last year, I had never watched one. Last year's was very good.
Yeah.
Just want to see some other ones, man.
Yeah, this class, I don't know. I'm a little bit down on this class. More down on this class than I was last year's.
Is it too tame?
Yeah, it might be. I mean, yeah, and I feel there's a couple of people that maybe could have waited a while before they got in,
Okay,
like the Beth Phoenix,
but
DDP, and Teddy Long, maybe.
well, okay. So here's the thing: Beth could have waited, but it's the female. You could have said the same thing about Jacqueline, I guess, right?
Yeah,
DDP.
but at least Jacqueline, it's been a little bit longer removed since she was in there.
Okay, I see what you're saying. I see exactly what you're saying there. DDP, he's been around. You know, he's done the DDP yoga. He's kept his name out there. I just don't know what to expect from him as far as crazy stories, because at the end of the day, we don't care about them saying thank you, man. Like, we want to hear good stories. We want to hear stuff that's gonna make us laugh. So,
Right.
a rib placed on other people. You know, he gave the diamond cutter to somebody on a garbage can full of turds. Something, man. So, you know, if you have good stories, it makes for a better show. If you come out and thank people and, you know, have your 15 seconds of fame where you just tell all about yourself, that's okay. But we'll see, man. I'm looking forward to the show, but I do hope there are a lot of memorable moments.
Yeah. I think the best stories are probably going to come from either the Teddy Long induction or the Rock and Roll Express induction.
True. I think the snoozer will.
DDP, he's probably going to talk forever. He's going to probably get like the award show music telling him to wrap it up.
Okay.
He's been known to talk forever.
Well, somebody should probably clean up Ricky the Dragon Steamboat too, because I don't know. Like, I never saw any enthusiasm out of the Dragon. I don't know what stories he can tell about Rick Rude other than him, you know, shaking his dick at people. But we'll see. I hope this show is good. But I think they can just interject a little bit of spontaneity into it with some of these stories. I'm just waiting to hear the stories.
Yeah. And before we get to WrestleMania, I was listening to the Voices of Wrestling, and they were going through all the other events that are happening this weekend.
Yeah.
And my gosh, I swear, I think every darn promotion that's around other than New Japan and TNA are having a show down there.
But that's what you do, man. Like, you try to steal their swag. Like, people don't have tickets to WrestleMania, but people are in the area. People only have maybe a ticket to Takeover, and they don't have one to Mania, so they need something to do for Sunday, right? Like we said, you can't do any of these wrestling type events in bars. They're not going to show the pay-per-views. So the only thing that you're going to be left with is to stay in your hotel, purchase some adult entertainment if you want to, and watch the WWE Network on your laptop. That sucks. Nobody wants to do that, man. So you're going to get people like, hey, man, while you guys are down here, we do have tickets to the Jim Ross show or this show. You can check out this on Saturday. You can check out this on Friday. I can't knock them for that.
Yeah, I mean, we got like Evolves down there. We got Progress Wrestling. We got Wrestle Pro. We got What Culture Pro Wrestling. If there's a pro wrestling indie, they're down there this weekend.
I can't.
Except for TNA, which is stupid because that's their hometown. Why would they not do a show?
Well, aren't we looking at all of the persons that should probably be up for induction to TNA on WWE platforms? So, I mean, TNA is definitely going to be at Takeover Mania and WrestleMania. But it is kind of stupid that they're not doing anything, though.
Yeah. All right. Now it's time for the main event, WrestleMania. So, I thought, in addition to, giving our predictions, we should rate 1 through 5 on how interested and excited we are for these matches, for each match.
Okay. How many matches do we have, Trent?
13 matches.
Wow.
3 pre-show and 10 main card.
Did we lose one? I thought we had 14. Or did we have Big Show and Shaq pegged, as
the American Alpha Usos were thrown in the Battle Royal.
Okay. That does kind of shrink it a little bit, but whatever. Okay, man, that's fine. Let's start off with the dreaded pre-show. But this year the pre-show could be pretty good, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah, we'll get to that. First match we have is Neville versus Austin Aries for the Cruiserweight Championship.
They put this on the pre-show?
Yep.
Man, I mean, listen, I know it deserves pre-show status, but this is the first year that you've gotten a Cruiserweight Championship match in, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10 years?
Mm-hmm.
And they couldn't even highlight it on the main show. Come on, man. That's devaluing your actual show that you dedicated an hour to. Yeah, whatever.
Yep. Yeah, they don't care about 255 either, just like we don't.
Oh gosh. Okay. So it does matter. Like, I mean, I guess it's like Black Lives, but one other note on that. I went down to Savannah for St. Patrick's Day. Shout out to anybody who went down there. The Black Lives Matter little phrase.
Right.
People were wearing green shirts that said Drunk Lives Matter. I thought it was hilarious. Anyway, okay, I'm pretty sure that AA wins here. I just don't think it does anything. You're on the kickoff show, man. I mean, you're on the pre-show. Yeah. Whatever.
And if you're on the first match on the pre-show,
of course,
you're not gonna get that big of a crowd either because people still gonna be filing in the building.
Yeah, man.
Especially if it's like last year.
Yeah, definitely. So, man, who you got?
I'm gonna say Neville retains, and this feud keeps on.
Okay, all right, cool. All right, so what did you want to do? What on a scale of 1 to 5? How interested we are?
Yeah.
I'm going 1. I'm not interested at all.
I'll say 3, just because I think it'll be a good match. All right, next match, we have the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. So far, here are the participants. American Alpha, Apollo Crews, The Ascension, Heath Slater, Rhino, Big Show, Bo Dallas, Breezango, Braun Strowman, Kurt Hawkins, Curtis Axel, Dolph Ziggler, Golden Truth, Hardbody Mahal, Kalisto, Mark Henry, Mojo Rawley, Sami Zayn, The Shining Stars, Sin Cara, Titus O'Neil, The Usos, and the Vaudevillains. And announced today, a NXT superstar. And I want you to guess who it is.
What do you think I was doing while you were away?
What?
T and Bing.
Oh, yeah. Boy, that's a big superstar in it.
Well, I mean, he does match the profile for being in the Andre the Giant Battle Royal.
Yeah.
Other than Sin Cara.
Right. Oh, speaking of Sin Cara, we might get our Simon Gotch Sin Cara match in this match.
And double dipping is a sin, even at WrestleMania. We're not gonna do that. Okay. Oh man. Yeah, this is the match where we have nothing else for these guys to do. Let's put them in a match and see if they get over. Trent, was that how many participants? Was that 20, 25, 30 people?
I think it was like 30, 31 people.
Jeez. Maybe there's still hope that Shaq gets in the ring and does something there, but
right.
This is also garnering a 1 for me.
Yeah.
What about you?
Because it's mostly predictable. I think this has to go be Braun Strowman.
Okay. I mean, this is what you want. You want it to be Braun Strowman. I think you said something like, hey, well, what if Braun Strowman eliminates every single person in there? That would be good. But we'll see, man. I don't think there's any importance to this match if it's not a Giant winning it.
Right. I mean, there might be a chance of Sami Zayn maybe squeaking out the win. And he would be like a second pick for me if I had one.
Is Samoa Joe in the Battle Royal?
Nope.
Okay. So maybe Sami does win it. Maybe he's a giant among men. I don't know.
Yeah. So I'm going to go with Braun, though.
All right.
Yeah, and my interest level is probably a 1. All right. Next match. The match that pissed me off because they put it on the pre-show. My girl, Alexa Bliss versus Becky Lynch versus Natalya versus Carmella versus Binky James versus your girl Naomi for the SmackDown Women's title in a 6-pack challenge.
Okay, so you hit me up this week saying, hey man, this sucks. They're going to put this on the kickoff show. And I said, well, maybe they know Naomi's not going to come back. And then I watched SmackDown and man, Naomi appears to a raucous ovation, not like The Rock, but it was definitely raucous. And she celebrates. She tells everybody she's going to WrestleMania, that she'll be there. She knocks out all the competition. She celebrates, how she would have entered the ring anyway. And I'm thinking to myself, damn, couldn't they have done this at WrestleMania?
Mm-hmm.
So, once they did that on a free show on SmackDown, I want to see the match. I don't really think it gives any extra momentum for their division. And with them being on the kickoff show, it just hurts them. One thing that we said before, right? We wanted this to be a ladder match. We wanted this to be a tables, ladders, and chairs match. This match has 4, 5, 6 girls in it? 7 girls?
It's now a 6-pack challenge.
Yeah, 6-pack. What the hell is a 6-pack challenge anyway?
It's just 6 people in the ring and first one pin.
Right. So, like they gave the did they give a TLC match to the Raw tag team match?
Just a ladder match. Okay,
just the ladder match. So they gave that to them. Yeah, we were talking about the SmackDown Women's Division match being on the kickoff show. What's your level of interest?
It's a 4 because it has my girl in it, and I think they could put on a good match with those 6 in there. Well, with those 5 and Carmella.
Do you think this match will be better than the Raw Women's Championship match?
Has the potential to be.
Okay, all right, cool. So who do you think will win? Alexa?
As much as I want my girl to win, I think Naomi's taking it.
Wow, I brought you over to the dark side. No pun intended.
No, you didn't bring me over. It's just it makes the most sense.
Okay, all right, cool. Okay, all right. Yeah, I'm going with you on that notion. Listen, Naomi came back with a vengeance, man. So we'll see what she can do.
Yep. And yeah, we were talking about the Raw tag titles should have been on the pre-show.
Yeah, man. I know people want to see Enzo and Cass win, which we think that whole tag team is a fluke situation anyway.
Right.
I don't know, man. I don't think it's very important. I think they can have a really good match. Like a ladder match is always something that can, trigger interest. And with 6 guys in it, it can, they could do a lot. But I'm not really looking forward to that match.
Yeah. Well, that was the next match we had to talk about. So
let's go into it.
Yeah. So it's Gallows and Anderson versus Enzo and Big Cass versus Cesaro and Sheamus for the Raw tag titles in a ladder match.
Who do you think wins?
I think this is finally Enzo and Big Cass's time. You
think they accomplish their goal and win tag team titles at Mania?
Yep, I do.
Okay. All right. I mean, this is WrestleMania. This,
I could see them like Gallows and Anderson taking Enzo out. Like he'll be laid out for most of the match at ringside, and then at the end he sneaks up and grabs it, out of nowhere.
Oh wait. So you're saying Gallows and Anderson knock out Enzo for the majority of the match? Okay.
Right.
All right.
I just hope. I mean, the poor dude about killed himself running the ropes. I hope he don't kill himself in this match.
Didn't Sheamus get cut open on Monday night?
Yeah.
Yep. I don't know, man. Ladder matches are dangerous. Good luck to everybody involved, but yeah, I mean, I don't think that. I think Gallows and Anderson retain, and Cass and Enzo get it at some fluky B pay-per-view in a couple months or something.
All right, and I think we said that the women's match should have been the ladder match. And I also think, even the Corbin Ambrose match could have been a ladder match, or even the Neville Aries match. This is the last match I thought would get the ladder stipulation.
Okay, I think the ladder match was given to the Raw tag team match because their match is pointless. I mean, nobody really cares. The best tag team on Raw is hosting the pay-per-view.
Yep. Speaking of that, do you think in that segment, what do you think will happen with the New Day in the opening segment?
Well, that's the thing. I don't know if it'll be an opening segment, if they'll just have 17 wardrobe changes. I'm more interested in this freaking roller coaster, man.
I am too.
I mean, people have sent in shots of the roller coaster like it's sightings of Bigfoot. Like they can't confirm anything, but they see one. So I don't know if follow me here. Could this WrestleMania, they've mentioned it's the ultimate thrill ride a million times.
They also, really quick, they also have this globe thing that has WrestleMania on it that looks like the Universal Studios logo.
Oh wow. But I don't know if this is gonna be a themed WrestleMania when they did WrestleMania at Caesar's Palace. Right. So I don't know if they would have everyone enter in on a roller coaster.
That would be awesome.
You see what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
you know, when you go to a theme park or an amusement park and you're waiting to get on, and then the roller coaster comes on and you get in. Like, I don't know if people will enter that way. Maybe the New Day do something like that. Like, my whole thing is, if I'm going to WrestleMania and I'm going to have to sit there for 6 hours, you know, maybe that's something that they have for the people in the upper deck, you know, just to keep them busy or something. You know, maybe it's free to ride during the weekend or something. I don't know. I thought it would be cool.
I don't think it's actual people going to be riding on it as far as like, other than maybe a wrestler, because I think that's they don't want to take that chance of something happening.
But you think it's really a prop? Like they built that just to have it as a prop?
It's either a prop or it might be a prop. I mean, they did the whole big setup for WrestleMania 29 with the bridge and everything.
With the bridge?
Remember the what's that bridge in New York, New Jersey?
Yeah. What did they do on the bridge?
They didn't do nothing. They just had it there, like it was part of the set.
Oh, sorry, I didn't even pay attention to it. I did not pay attention to it at all. Okay. So that's what you're saying. Like it could just be it's bigger than the arena, though, Trent.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. That's gonna have people talking.
And also, I don't know if you've seen it, but like like at WrestleMania 29 again, when they had like the Statue of Liberty up above the ring.
Dude, was I just not paying attention, or did I not just care? Like, I don't know, Trent. I did.
Did you not watch that show?
What? Maybe I did not. Like, what was that was 4 years ago?
That was the one with Rock and Cena too.
Oh, wait. I might have went okay. One of the WrestleManias
with Punk and Undertaker.
Yeah, one of the WrestleManias I couldn't go to because I was on a cruise.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like I left out that day. So one of them I didn't see. Yeah.
All right, must have been that one.
Yeah, that probably was that one. Jeez,
anyway,
that was a while ago.
This giant Statue of Liberty on the top. Like there was the ring, and then there was like this thing hovering over it, and on top of that was the Statue of Liberty. Well, this year they have a bigger ring on top where that Statue of Liberty was.
Wow. Okay.
So, I mean, if nothing else, this WrestleMania is going to have the best stage setup there's ever been, probably.
Yeah, definitely. But going back to the New Day, man, like you said, yeah, they'll open the show. They may have a couple entrances or whatever, but do you think the Hardys appear, or, what do we get out of the New Day being hosts?
I think I think the Hardys either appear there, or what if something happens, in that Raw ladder match where, like, somebody like Stephanie or somebody says, this is now a 4-way, and the Hardys are the fourth team.
Dude, I think that'll be great. I had some other ideas, right? Like the New Day are in the ring, and they're just opening, I don't know, presents, or they're just getting gifts and just giving out gifts, and somebody gives them a box, and a drone flies out of it, and there's a note saying that the drone is called Vanguard 1, and just the place goes crazy.
Yeah.
Or it says, please delete this message after reading, or something like that. So I don't know. Maybe the Hardys show up. At this point, man, I think the Hardys being on WWE television just adds excitement to the tag team division. I'm not really looking forward to them showing up, but it is something that I keep in the back of my mind.
Yeah, I mean, either show could really use them, especially Raw, I feel.
Definitely.
All right, so you had Gallows and Anderson, right?
Yeah, I got Gallows and Anderson.
All right, and I had the next match we have is Dean Ambrose versus Baron Corbin for the Intercontinental title. Boy, they care so much about that match. They didn't even do a anything with it on SmackDown. On the Go Home SmackDown with this match.
Yeah, they did nothing. I don't think Dean loses back-to-back WrestleMania, so I'm going with Dean here.
All right. Let's see. Last year Corbin won the Andre Battle Royal. I think I'm gonna go with Corbin on this one.
Okay. I can't knock you on there. Well, what's your level of interest?
Like a 1.
Okay.
Or maybe like a negative.
Oh, here we go. Is this a bathroom break match?
Well, I would say it is, but I mean, it's probably going to be at the beginning of the show, so this needs to be in the middle of the show so that they can take a bathroom break.
Yeah.
Since they've been sitting there a while.
Yeah. I'll give this a 2 based on where it is on the show. I'm just kind of curious to see what they come up with, man. Because does this match have any kind of extra stipulations on it? Is it a no holds bars match? Is it a falls count anywhere?
No, I thought they were going to come up with some kind of like a forklift match.
Right. Right, but
I
they're
thought they were
doing
doing.
nothing.
I don't know if you've ever seen this, but on like the crappy 2000 year of WCW, they had a Judy Bagwell on a forklift match. I thought they were going to go
Wow.
back and use that.
Wow. Oh, Trent, let me ask you this, man. The WWE Network, you have it. I don't. I refuse to get it. We talked about it before. That's the only way that you can watch pay-per-views right now. You know, maybe the places out of the country you can still buy the pay-per-view. But what is the purpose of having the pay-per-view? Like, do you get into the habit of, you know, maybe checking out old pay-per-views close to a pay-per-view?
Yeah.
Okay. But I mean, does it just serve that purpose, or are you looking at it like every day?
No, not every day. No.
Okay. And I mean, outside of Table for Three and Ride Along and all those other random little shows that they have, how often do you watch it? Like, is it worth your $9.99?
Yeah, I think it's worth my $9.99. I watch it. I watch at least something on it pretty much every day.
Really?
Yeah.
What did you watch on it today?
Well, today ain't over yet, but I ain't watched nothing yet.
Right, but you would check up on a like outside of doing research for the show. So because you did say that Raw and SmackDown are not live on there, right? Like they come like a couple weeks later or something, which I think is ridiculous. But NXT's there, 205 Live is there. You know, anything big on a Thursday or Friday that you would watch?
No.
Okay, so at this point, if you're not a fanatic, just going back and watching Monday Night Raw week by week, or hey man, I remember that pay-per-view of in June of 2007. What was the name of it? Well, I can go look at it. You're not really watching the stuff, right?
Right. Yeah, I do that sometimes. Like I've been watching like the old WCW. Oh, they just added the 2012, 2013 NXT shows like before the network.
Okay. Does any of that interest you? Like
yeah, I've been watching those. Yeah.
Right, but what was the tease to get you to watch it?
I don't know. I just seen it was something new on there that interested me, and I decided to watch it.
Gotcha. I feel you.
Get to see Tyler Breeze before he was Tyler Breeze. Jason Jordan when he had an afro.
Wow. Nice. Nah, I just wanted to ask.
Before he was paralyzed.
That's crickets, Trent. Come on, man.
Yeah, that was in bad taste.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
That was pretty low.
All right, so you said Ambrose and I said
Corbin.
Corbin. Yeah. All right, next match we have Bayley versus Charlotte versus Sasha versus Nia Jax for the Raw Women's title in a 4-way elimination match.
Okay, so they have to dominate the Giant at the beginning of the match, right, to get her out of the match, and then it really just becomes a triple threat for the entire match.
Pretty much, yeah.
You got Charlotte winning this thing?
I think I'm gonna go with Sasha on this one.
You're going Sasha?
Yeah.
Trent, have I pulled you over to the dark side? Let me just ask you that again.
Nah, I don't know. I mean,
why do you think Sasha's gonna win?
I don't know. I mean, it's really hard to tell in this match. I mean, it seemed pretty easy before they already give Bayley the title. I mean, she was the easy choice before that, but I don't know. I think they're going to do it so they can get the Sasha Bayley feud started.
Okay. And I mean, do you think Sasha just turns full blown heel in this one night, or does she? Okay, let me ask you this: who pins who? Maybe that's better.
I think maybe like Sasha does something to get Bayley to be pinned by Charlotte.
I thought you said Sasha wins though.
Yeah, it's elimination.
Oh, yeah, it is. Oh wow, it is elimination, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh,
so I think it comes down to Charlotte and Sasha again.
Okay. Who gets eliminated first?
Nia.
Okay, I got you. Dang, it is elimination, isn't it? Okay.
Yeah, and I would have Nia get eliminated by like having all the girls hit their finishers on her.
Yeah.
Signature moves, you know.
Yeah, like you're gonna have to hit her with an A-bomb or something like that. Okay, so Nia goes out first, then you got Bayley going out first. Second. Oh man. Okay. All right. I got you. I'm thinking Nia goes out first and Sasha goes out second, but then Sasha costs Bayley the match and Charlotte picks up the win there.
That could work too.
Just so you kind of keep everyone involved. Nia's going to be pissed regardless. Right. You know, Charlotte still wins. Charlotte beats Bayley, and then you got Sasha, not really turning heel, but at least costing Bayley the match.
Yeah. If Sasha don't win this match, I mean not Sasha. If Charlotte don't win this match, I wonder where does she go to a feud with Nia?
I don't know, man. Like, I think you were exactly right when you said, hey, they would prefer Bayley chase it than, own it. So I think you get Charlotte back on top as the queen, and everyone else is just, fighting amongst themselves. But it's not like there's a new challenger for her unless Asuka shows up. But, at this point, I got Charlotte winning. I don't think she's going to lose back to back. And in an elimination style match where everybody has to get pinned, it just makes it harder to not go against or to go against Charlotte.
Yeah. All right. So you say Charlotte and I'll say Sasha.
Yeah.
And I'll say my interest in this is probably a 3. It would have been a 5 if they wouldn't have gave Bayley the title.
If it would have been a regular match, would your interest have, been like a 4 or 5? Because I think they put that on there just to add some intrigue to it.
No, I mean, my interest on this went down once Bayley won the title and once Charlotte lost her pay-per-view streak. I couldn't care about this match as much.
Yeah, I mean, they did an injustice there. I mean, but at the same time, like, you would have known that, hey, it was going to be Bayley who won the title. And I don't think you would really knock that, seeing as it would have been WrestleMania when she won it.
Right.
I mean, I think it makes for a better story that Charlotte, got her streak ended at Mania. Bayley was a new chick, but that's not us. That's not us. That's on them.
All right, the next match it's the Total Divas, Total Bellas match of the night. John Cena and Nikki Bella versus The Miz and Maurice.
Haven't we already talked about this to death? Like, we already know that Cena's gonna fake propose to his fake girlfriend.
Yep.
I don't know if The Miz even wins or I don't even think it cares. There's gonna be something after the match that it has more importance than the results of the match, right?
Yep.
Okay, so
yeah, Cena and Nikki win this.
Oh, you still think Cena and Nikki win?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going Miz and Maurice. For some reason, I don't know how good Maurice is in the ring. I don't even remember when she was in the ring.
Right.
But I'm going Miz and Maurice to get that heel heat and, Cena still propose at the end to get it back.
Yeah. And I'd say my interest level is probably a 2.
I mean, if they're taping Total Bellas or Total Divas right now, this is what they're taping for. But I'm gonna go at least a 3 here because I want to see the chicanery that's gonna happen after this match.
Right. Oh, and we can't forget Mr. Al Roker is gonna be the special guest ring announcer. Yeah,
so Al Roker's gonna F5 somebody, or Maurice is gonna smack Al Roker. Something, man. I mean, something's gonna happen there.
Yep. All right, our next match is Chris Jericho versus Kevin Owens for the U.S. title.
Oh. Let's go back real quick. What did you think about the promo with Team Miz and Team Cena, basically?
Loved the Miz stuff, hated the Cena stuff.
Did you think the Cena stuff stung a little bit more than the stuff that Miz said for the past couple of weeks?
It was typical Cena putting his opponent down.
Okay, yeah. I didn't think it was. I think it went a little bit too far.
Yeah.
Because he waited till the end to get all the stuff out, but I don't know. I mean, I still think probably most of what he said was fake anyway, but I don't know. It just seems a little bit weird that they still want to ride this continuous string of John Cena promos where he gets the last laugh every time. I just don't know how that works or why people care anymore.
Yeah, and in their bizarre universe, he's the baby face.
Yeah, I don't know. All right, Kevin Owens and Jericho. Obviously, Kevin Owens wins here, and Jericho goes on tour with Fozzy or something.
I'm gonna give Jericho the win here, and Owens wins it at the next pay-per-view.
Okay, all right. I can dig that.
I love the build up to this match. I think it's probably had one of the better builds of all the matches on this card.
Okay.
I'd say my interest level is probably like at a 4 or 5.
I totally agree, man. This is the one match that, Kevin Owens has won against a lot of people, but he's never won against Chris Jericho. So you add a little bit of intrigue to it and not give it out for free like they did with AJ and Chris Jericho. So we'll see.
Yep. Next match, AJ Styles versus Shane McMahon.
Okay, did you see SmackDown where AJ said, "Hey, this is a regular wrestling match"?
Yeah.
So either they just destroy that rule, or this is going to be a pretty boring match with Shane just getting his butt kicked all around the ring.
Yeah, I mean, there's no way this match is going to stay as a regular match. I mean, they might call it a regular match, but they're going to have table spots and everything. Shane will probably go to the top of a roller coaster and jump off or something.
So I'm guessing like the referee goes down 10 seconds into the match, and then this just becomes an all-out brawl. Like the only thing I thought you could have happen was Shane does the coast to coast or the Van Terminator.
Right.
But yeah, when he said that, I'm like, okay, well, man, that really knocks out a lot of what Shane does. But this could steal the show. Yeah,
I think it's probably one of the more interesting matches.
Because you're curious as to see if Shane is going to cut off his leg, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. Why does everybody want to see Shane die?
I think to see himself die, because he's the one that has that reputation now because of the stuff he's done.
Man, jeez. I don't know. We will see, man. We will see.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with AJ in this match.
Yeah. I got AJ, and I got Shane going out by stretcher.
Yeah, and this is like a 4 or 5 on the interest level.
Quick question though, man. Last year, Shane didn't die from his epic fall. Do you think any of the general managers or commissioners will get replaced?
What do you mean?
Well, we already know that they got to replace one on Raw. Chances are to be Kurt Angle. Right. If Shane does finally cash in on the insurance policy and kill himself, maybe we get DDP as the commissioner, or maybe we get Eric Bischoff as the commissioner. Okay, all right. Okay.
Yeah. All right. Next match. Let's see what we got here. We got Triple H versus Seth Rollins in an unsanctioned match.
Okay. I think this match just shouldn't happen. Period. I don't know. The injury angle went,
but it's not happening. It's unsanctioned. It's not under WWE rules.
Exactly. The injury angle went a little bit too far. I would have been happy if they would have called each other out. Samoa Joe's not on the card, but I see him having some kind of impact here. And obviously Triple H has to lose, so Seth will win.
Yeah. Do you see Finn Balor making the save for Rollins if he gets beat down by Triple H and Joe?
Yeah, that's what I see happening, man. Like, I see Seth winning, Joe just coming down to beat the crap out of Seth, and then the lights go crazy, and it's the guy that Joe beat up 3 times in a row coming down to the ring.
Yep. All right, next match we have Bray Wyatt versus Randy Orton for the WWE World Championship. I'm going Bray on this.
Okay. Oh, wait. Will this be Bray's first win at WrestleMania?
Yeah, I think it is going to be.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I got Bray winning it too, man. It'll be a nice ending to the saga, but I got Bray winning it.
Yeah. I would guess Luke Harper gets involved somehow.
Do you think Luke Harper is going to go back to being under the Bray Wyatt arm?
I don't know, because there also could be Eric Rowan coming in.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of chances of just crazy stuff happening, but I still got Bray winning it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, Bray wins, and then maybe we get a Bray and Luke Harper feud after this.
That match they had on SmackDown was so quick that I don't think they're gonna go that route, but we'll see.
Yeah. What do you think? We'll see any kind of magic, voodoo, whatever Bray Wyatt does in this match?
I think he has to come on late. And just out of respect.
That's another thing, real quick.
Go ahead.
How did they have that darn women's match in the pre-show with Naomi and her entrance?
Oh, damn, Trent. The good freaking point, man. Yeah, that. Got the answer for you. You remember how they did it on SmackDown, where she didn't come down the ramp like that, but they did it in the ring?
Right.
Maybe they can do that in the ring. Like they're gonna have.
Still gonna be daylight.
But they're still gonna have something over the ring, and they can do it. Trust me, they can do it with lights and stuff. They can do it. Right. She might not have it then, man. She might have a different entrance, or she might do it in the ring. I don't know. That's a good question. Adds intrigue into it, right? I want to see that.
Regardless, it's not going to be as good as it would be if it was at nighttime.
I never thought of that, man. That's very true, though. I think they can do it in the ring somehow, some way. But that ramp part, I don't think they're gonna be able to do it. Maybe they can do it, when she's when she first comes out. Maybe they cover the stage part, not the ramp. But We'll see. Well, dang, I
Yep.
forgot about that. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Because they're gonna have that match at what, like 6:30?
Yeah, it'll probably be about 6:30. Yeah.
Like, oh man, maybe they realized that, and they were like, "Well, this match isn't gonna happen at around 8:15 anyway, so you guys can't go last." Sorry, Naomi.
Right. Oh, let's see. So we was at Bray and Orton. Yeah, do you see any kind of crazy stuff happening in this match?
Okay, well, like we said, Bray's gonna come out late. It's gonna be dark. You get the fireflies, not the butterflies, and you'll. I'm thinking you'll get something where it goes black, and maybe you get a million people in sheep mask or rabbit mask or whatever those masks are. So they can do something like that.
Do we see a Sister Abigail? Not the move, the actual person.
We've already seen a hologram in a cage before. Do we see the chick from Decay come down in what should be a Sister Abigail thing? I don't know, man. I don't know, man.
I kind of hope we do.
That would be awesome. Like, that would be cool, and that stuns Randy for a little bit to see to see somebody rise from the dead. And I don't know. Maybe we see that.
Yeah, I mean, if Undertaker can rise from the dead 100 times, why can't Sister Abigail? Maybe Undertaker uses some of his powers on her or something.
Yeah, man. Yeah, maybe so. Maybe so. That would be a good way to end it, because I don't really see this match ending with just some counters and then a Sister Abigail finish after a failed RKO. Right. So I see something extra happening in this match.
Yep. Speaking of Undertaker, that's the next match. The Undertaker versus Roman Reigns. I'm going with Roman on this one.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question as to what's going to happen. The guy that beat the Undertaker is the guy that beat Roman. So the guy that's going to also beat the Undertaker at WrestleMania can then go face that guy that beat the Undertaker for the first. That's the storyline. So I don't even think this match would be that good, man.
It might surprise us. It might be a little bit better than we expect.
I hope Braun Strowman interferes somehow, so you get a lot of smoke and mirrors, because I think the Undertaker is just too damn old to be doing a lot of active stuff.
Right. And people are saying that this is going to be his last one. I think he's going to do one more. I think he's going to do this thing where he's talking about, like, he may do like a 3 strikes thing. Like, he's lost twice. If he loses a third time, he's done.
Like, I'm not going to knock that. Not going to knock that at all. I just don't think that if he does come back next year or the year after that or whatever, I don't think that we need to waste 4 weeks of him just coming out to the ring, showing up and taking his cape off and his jacket off and, showing how bad his hairline is receding and, have him mess up his contacts by trying to roll his eyes. I don't think we need that. I think he can make an appearance and just get that nostalgic feel at WrestleMania and be part of it. But he does not need to be in a match anymore. No disrespect to him or his talents. It's just not needed. If you're passing the torch and you're going to do it twice, that's all you need to do.
Right. But I think the only thing left for him to do is to face the person, somebody that you don't have to pass the torch to that's already got it, and that's Cena.
Oh, listen, you're on the money, but what are you saying? Do you want him to beat Cena?
No, Cena beats him.
See, that's what I don't think you need to do that. I just don't think that you need to do that at all. I think it would have built up a lot of momentum for this year's WrestleMania just to get that picture in people's heads where Cena beats The Undertaker, and F you to everybody who doesn't like Cena. He still beat The Undertaker. He can put that down to his 16-time reign as champion that he beat The Undertaker. Like, all that stuff mattered. Next year, all that stuff can still matter. But then The Undertaker will be one step slower, another year older, and based on if he just stinks up the joint here at WrestleMania against Roman, it's gonna look even worse if he goes against John Cena.
Right. Yeah, that's true. But I still think Vince wants to do that match. And I think if Undertaker's not dead or if he's not crippled to the point where he can't walk at all, it's gonna happen. But even if it's like a 10-minute match or something.
What would be the point in doing that for Cena? Because you're not building up The Undertaker.
No, I mean, it would just be another, feather in the cap of Cena.
Would Cena walk away from that, though? Like, obviously The Undertaker needs to be in a wheelchair, but would Cena walk away from the WWE after that match?
No, probably not.
Okay. Listen, I'm sure we're going to get into that for the remainder of this year. That could always be an option. And I think that could have been a great option this year. So, yeah, we'll see. Definitely see.
Yep. All right. Our final match: Goldberg versus Brock Lesnar for the Universal Championship.
The entrances will be longer than the match.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
Especially with that long ramp they have to go down.
Okay, so I think we've talked about this before, but do you think Brock Lesnar will pummel Goldberg like Goldberg did Brock?
I don't know. I could see a couple of, back and forth a little bit for like 5 minutes, like a spear and a kick out, and then like a F5 or something. I mean, it won't last long, but it'll be a little bit longer than what they've done before.
Okay, so you think that Goldberg will get in his spear and he'll get in his jackhammer and Brock Lesnar kicks out and Goldberg's like, what?
Yeah.
And then Brock Lesnar hits the F5 or
hits a couple of Germans and then hits the F5.
Okay. Either way, it's going to be short. My view of this is because I don't even think Brock Lesnar touched him each of the times that they met. So I think Brock Lesnar dodges the spear. I think as soon as the bell ring, Goldberg's going to go for the spear, miss, and he's going to get suplexed, and then F5. He kicks out of one.
Yeah.
But then Brock Lesnar gives him the F5 again. He kicks out again. And then, just like how Brock Lesnar beat Kurt by having to give him 3 of them. He gives him 3, and then the match is over.
Yeah. And hopefully, unlike Kurt, we won't see Brock try a shooting star press.
Yeah. Dude, this is something I was thinking about too, man. Since their first match was a complete clunker.
Yeah.
I wonder, given the fact that Brock Lesnar is a badass, does he raise Goldberg's hand and like they give the send off that they should have gave the first time around?
I don't know if he'll do it there. I could see them doing that on Raw.
Okay, I got you. Because I don't think there's any chance Stone Cold comes out and drinks beer with them, but I don't know. I think that'll be a classy move, man.
Yeah. So that's WrestleMania.
That is WrestleMania.
All 13 matches.
Jeez. Trent, do you have your nacho cheese ready? Like, do you have your I don't know if you dabble into edibles, but like, do you have all that stuff ready for WrestleMania?
Not yet, but I probably will by the time it gets here.
Awesome. It's gonna be a great weekend, man. I'm looking forward to the shows. I
am too. I think I'm a little bit hyped more now for Mania than I was probably a week ago.
Okay.
It seems like, no matter how hyped you are or not how hyped, if you're not hyped for it, by the time it actually comes that weekend, you're hyped for it.
Yeah, I mean, in previous years past, I was more hyped for Takeover than Mania. Right. This year, I'm definitely hyped for Mania. With us giving our predictions, it helps to kind of see your prediction roll through. Like you kind of want to watch the end of the match or to see how it unfolds. But you have too many factors to consider with this 5, 6, 7 hour show to miss it. So it's going to be a fun ride, man. It's going to be the ultimate thrill ride. And I want to see who gets on the roller coaster.
We also have a performance from Flo Rida and Pitbull, along with Sean Marley and Lunch Money Lewis.
Say Flo Rida again. Flo
Rida.
Oh, man. Crickets, first of all. That's going to I can't with you. Trent, do you think we'll have any random appearances? Because we already got a stacked show. Do you think we'll have any random appearances?
I'm sure we will. We'll always have the legends come out. Somebody like Stone Cold or Shawn Michaels, somebody like that.
No Rock, fire gun or anything like that?
Oh, gosh, I hope not.
Maybe Shaq gets in there. Maybe we'll see some stuff. Maybe we'll see some debuts from people from ROH or from New Japan or, maybe we'll see that.
Yeah, they've been in talks with a lot of the former women like Kelly and Eve.
Yeah, I heard about that. I don't know what that really means since those girls really sucked. And in some cases sucked more than just sucked.
Right.
But we'll see. We still want Brad Maddox to show up with the camera.
Yep.
And we still
in the New Day segment. And we still want to see who else do we want to see? We definitely want to see. Yeah, we want to. I don't know what capacity we see Paige though. I don't know. She just got married this week.
Yeah, that was a bad move on ADR.
So how long do you think that'll last?
Well, like I said, man, I think all this is for publicity. I think the sex tape got leaked because she was getting married. I think she's getting married because the sex tape was leaked. I think the sex tape was leaked because of the movie coming out. Like, I think all of this is just to keep their names in people's mouths.
Right.
But at the end of the day, people love publicity, and there's no such thing as negative press. So good luck to her and whatever she's doing.
Yep. Or whoever she's doing.
There you go. Welcome to the show. No, I think it'll last maybe like a year. I mean, I don't really give much credence to the fact that ADR is probably 35 and she's 26. I don't know.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Yep. Alrighty then.
All right. Let's before we end the show, man, let's talk about Survivor, man.
Survivor. Well, last night we had this woman who her name's Debbie, and she had a complete freak out because she thought one of the guys on her tribe was trying to like control her and didn't think that he respected her and didn't value her opinion, when in reality they were in a challenge and like they decided who was going to do what part of the challenge, and she said she'd be good at the balance beam, and he said, okay, well, if you feel comfortable, go ahead. Well, she takes forever on the balance beam and keeps falling off of it, and she gets mad at him because and she's the one that volunteered to go up on it.
Okay, all right.
And she is screaming at him and everything. I'm like, this woman's done lost her mind.
Yeah, that's a little weird. Where are we with eliminations right now?
We're down to 16, I think.
Okay. And have you picked the winner yet?
I'm gonna go with Sarah.
Okay, all right. So we're rooting for Sarah right now.
Yep.
Okay, cool. And what's up with Big Brother Canada?
Big Brother Canada's next elimination is tonight. It's between Cassandra and Jackie, and Cassandra's probably going home because she's a drama queen and a troublemaker and just bad for the whole house.
Gotcha. Wow. Okay. Yeah, he's like.
And I don't have a winner pick on it yet.
All right. Are there accents thick on the Big Brother?
Do what now?
Are there accents thick on the Big Brother Canada show?
No, not really. No.
Okay, all right. I don't know. I just want to throw that in there. I love people with accents, so I know I probably have an accent sometime too. So
well, they do have this guy named William. He's like French Canadian.
Yeah,
like Maurice is.
Yeah,
and he's got a pretty thick accent.
Okay, cool, awesome, man. Well, that is it, man. Let's get into our plugs. Guys, ladies, listeners of the Wrestling Fans Podcast, make sure to hit us up on social media with all of these social media platforms that we have out there. Make sure to hit up our official Twitter page for the show, which is
at TWF_podcast.
Ladies, make sure that you slide into Trent's DMs. You can tweet Trent at
MTW3589.
And as always, you can tweet me at BangEm South. Also, hit up our Facebook page, facebook.com/TWF podcast. Become a subscriber. Follow us on Twitter and check out the YouTube page, the YouTube channel, our official YouTube channel, the Wrestling Fans Podcast. That has all of the videos there, all of the weekly episodes, all of the bonus clips, and little funny videos that we've added along the way. Become a subscriber of that. Make sure to follow us each and every week. We need the views, we need the listens, we need the mentions, we need the comments. So all that stuff helps us listen, laugh, and enjoy, but definitely subscribe. Trent.
Yes.
Plug your site.
My thoughts on pro wrestling.blogspot.com. I'll have the whole WrestleMania weekend review up sometimes next week, hopefully before Raw, but since I'm covering 2 shows, it might be a little bit longer than that.
Awesome, man. Trent, this is going to be a great weekend, man. This is going to be it's going to be an amazing weekend. Somebody's going to fall off a roller coaster. Shane's going to cut his leg off, and we finally see the end of Goldberg.
Yep.
All right, man.
And would you expect him to go in the Hall of Fame next year?
Heck no. I mean, hopefully they do it somehow, or in a similar fashion as the NFL Hall of Fame, where at least wait a couple years, man. I mean, just if they ever go back to Atlanta, like maybe that'll be a great way to do it.
Right.
Usually don't they try to somehow do it in people's cities or something?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, they're in Orlando this year.
Yeah.
And Kurt Angle, so I guess.
Yeah. But I mean, he's gonna go in. I mean, he has no choice but to go in, and it'll bring people back for nostalgia acts and stuff like that. So thank you all for listening. Trent, it was a pleasure as always, man. I'll talk to you later, my friend.
All righty, bye.
Take care.